This is probably the best one, but that's not saying much. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. Part 2 ended with them fighting the Anti-Monitor, this big entity of darkness. He was just a huge creature of darkness and nothing was working. Supergirl attacked the Monitor at the end of Part 2 because somebody was messing with her mind. So she attacked the Monitor. Anyway, Part 3 opens with them still fighting this darkness. They break his shield and they're like, okay, we got it. And then his shield reforms. And all the people, the superheroes are there and they have no answer. Eventually, everyone ends up in what's called the Bleed. It's like limbo. It's like between space and worlds. And it's like where they hide from the Anti-Monitor so he cannot keep wiping out different Earths. There are some cool moments in this particular movie, but we don't spend time with the cool moments. Cool moment. The Bat family is back again. Robin, the other Robin, Batman Beyond, Batman. Like, they're all there. Huntress. They're fighting a Nazi army who goes to the police department in Gotham and gets the Rogues Gallery's weapons. So, the Mr. Freeze gun and the Bane stuff. And they're fighting the Bat family. And it's like, that is cool. Give us more of that with the other heroes. More Superman. Like, they don't do that in this series. It's a lot of standing around and talking. The Anti-Monitor eventually finds them, but it's not like he could stay there for long periods. It's like he peeks into the Bleed and then destroys the Earth. So at one point, I think he destroyed, like, Aquaman was from a particular Earth and he was helping out, and his wife called and he's like, I gotta go. And he goes and gets killed with his wife. And there's another Earth with some superheroes there and they're like, we're gonna die. And that's basically what the movie is, but they're just sitting around trying to figure out, how do we stop this guy? Because we can't do anything. Constantine plays a part in this particular movie. It was really cool seeing him again. Batman has to find him because, he's the world's greatest detective. And they go through some things to figure out why this is happening. The movie makes references to Justice League Apocalypse War and Justice League War World. Apocalypse War was supposed to be like the reset of the previous like DC animated universe, and a lot of people died in that movie. So we go back and we see the ending of that movie and what happened. They mentioned Justice League War World, which came out not too long ago. I thought it was okay, but we see people from that particular movie. And I was just like, this 3-part series is not great at all. Because we have all of these heroes from all of these Earths. And they don't do much. They just stand around or they are typing on computers. They're not like getting into big fights because they can't do anything. They fight some shadow demons every once in a while. But when the Anti-Monitor comes, they are helpless. All these heroes are helpless and it's a lot of talking. And we see what happened in Justice League Apocalypse War, and it's like, oh, that is very dangerous. That plays a big part. And it was interesting to see, but by the time we got there, I was like, this movie just is not doing it for me. These new DC animated movies are not really doing it for me. They need to figure something out. They need something different, because watching this, after watching the first 2 parts, the first part I thought wasn't really good. I thought the second part was going to be more action. Still didn't get that. The third part is not really that much action at all, besides the Bat family. Couple of jokes from the Joker, and we see Lex Luthor at times, but there's no like intense fighting or going on in this movie. Should you watch it? If you watch the first 2, you might as well see how it ends. That's what I would say. If you've never watched Crisis on Infinite Earths, you don't need to. You can watch the other older DC animated movies, the fun ones. But those are just my thoughts on Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. If you watched the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.